the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I'm living the dream, Natalie. What are you doing?
Doing good.
Good. What's up?
I have a question for you
Okay.
about, I'm wondering if I am leaving my job too soon. So I'm a young engineer. I've been working at this company for just under 2 years. And recently I've been feeling kind of dissatisfied with my job. I like what I'm doing. It's challenging and interesting, but I've been feeling a little bit burned out. More because it's like I've been a little bit overworked and it's a lot of new information a lot of the time. And I was approached by a different company and the position had better work-life balance and more mentorship than I currently have, it sounds like, and I accepted the position. But when I went to quit, my company offered me like a huge counter offer and really wants me back. And I'm wondering, and they're like willing to work with me. They've expressed that they didn't realize how stressed I have been. And I'm wondering if in my inexperience, I hadn't spoken up enough about how stressed I was.
Well, do you believe them? Do you think that what they're saying is factually true, that they did not know how stressed you were? Is that a true statement from them?
Yeah, I think it is.
So you hit it. Yeah, okay. Then lesson learned. You can't be scared to go in and say, hey, I am feeling like I'm just treading water to barely keep my nose above water. That doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you ineffective. You've got to be able to separate the two. And by the way, don't beat yourself up because you're young. I mean, a lot of people have been in the workforce 20, 30 years, don't ever figure this out. We are so afraid to show vulnerability. We mistake vulnerability with weakness, when vulnerability is just going, hey, look, I can't go any further. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen, I'll tell you what pops to mind right now. Have you, and I know you're young, have you ever seen the World's Strongest Man competitions? You ever heard about it or seen these guys are like dragging a tractor trailer? You know what I'm talking about? All right, those dudes are strong, yes or no?
Yes.
I mean, they're crazy freaking strong. But after about 5 or 6 of those, I mean, you've seen them, they've dragged a semi, and at some point they give out. Do you understand what I'm saying? If they look at the crowd and go, oh man, I just had to stop dragging the tractor trailer. I can't drag it another inch. I'm such a weakling. What would you think of that statement?
I think it would be silly.
All right, so we feel like if we say, I can't go another step, that we're admitting weakness, and we're not. We're saying, I'm strong, I'm talented, but I'm overwhelmed right now, and here's why. And so when we present it that way, it's not weakness, is it?
No.
All right, so there's your lesson. There's your life lesson. Now let's move on. You go to them and resign, and they offer you a big, fat counteroffer. You didn't tell me by how much. It doesn't matter. And you've already told me you really enjoyed the work. What was really the issue was burnout, and you've expressed to them, sounds like, what was causing the burnout. Specifically, yes or no?
Yes.
And they said they're going to address it. Okay. So what's your heart telling you to do? Because your head's confused. That's why you called me, right?
Yeah.
What's your heart telling you to do?
I think I started looking for a change because I wanted to feel less stress and more like work-life balance. I wanted to feel more present in my life and not so overwhelmed. And I think I believe my company when they say they'll work with me. So I think if they are going to work with me, that's going to be
great.
A good company.
So your heart's telling you to stay where you are and not go to the new job. Okay, then. Yeah. Trust your heart.
Okay.
Here's why. If they're lying to you, we're going to know pretty quickly, true or false.
Yeah. True.
And you're very valuable given your engineering background. It's pretty obvious. You should walk out of this with enormous confidence. Yeah, I mean, no, you hear me?
Uh-huh.
How stinking valuable do you feel right now after they threw that counteroffer at you?
Very valuable. Yeah,
right,
I didn't realize I was that important.
Yeah, you go. But you are. Natalie, you're very valuable. So if these folks are lying to you, and I see no reason that they are, I mean, they're throwing extra money at you to keep you. A lot of extra money, true or false?
True.
Hey, all right. I mean, let's do this. Let's throw our shoulders back. Let's get our chin up and realize that you are valuable, that you are a person, not an employee. You are extremely valuable, not expendable, and then I want you to walk forward. And if for some reason it doesn't work out, that they change their mind, that they're horrible leaders, you can still walk and you're just as valuable. In fact, you've increased your market value by taking the raise. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Head up, shoulders back, eyes forward. Yay, Natalie! And here's what you tell the other people. Look, tell them the truth. Tell the people that offered you the job, hey, I hate to do this to you, but here's the deal. I was leaving because I was experiencing burnout. When I resigned, they told me they weren't aware of it, that they were going to fix it. They told me how they were going to fix it, and they gave me a huge bump. I'm not trying to leverage this, but I'm going to say, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth, because that increases your value there too. I really appreciate the call. I really do. Because this leads to, I've done this many times on the show, somebody will call me and they'll present that they're very unhappy and they're thinking about changing careers. So this is a lane change. And before we ever get there, I'll say, let me ask you, why do you want to change? And they'll basically present burnout. So then I'll say to them, okay, if we were to remove the causes of the burnout, if I could wave my Ken Coleman Show pencil in the air, here's my magic wand. If I could do this and poof, we remove the causes of the burnout and then obviously the symptoms of the burnout, would you be calling me? Asking me about a career change. You know what they almost always say? Oh, no. So, but that's okay, because remember this. We've got to identify what is the source of my unrest. Whether it's burnout or boredom or whatever. I need a new challenge, I need change. What's the source of this? Because before we decide to change lanes, maybe we need to change location, not lane. Location means I'm doing the right thing, I'm in the right role, but I'm in the wrong place. And again, there's a lot of you that are listening, you're new to the show. We've got a free resource called Should I Quit My Job Quiz. It's 20 questions, takes less than 3 minutes. It's free. Go to kencoleman.com and take it. It'll really nudge you in the direction that you need to go.